Hi, I'm Sam Chapple-Sokol, current PhD student at American University SIS. I study international relations and specifically culinary diplomacy, which you may never have heard of. Before going to school at AU, I was a pastry chef for a couple seasons at the White House. I got to bake with some of the best chefs in the world and got to bake for the President, Barack Obama, as well as French President Francois Hollande. I even got to work on the gingerbread house one year, which was great. So today I'm here to tell you a little bit more about culinary diplomacy, share some stories for the holiday season, and actually share a recipe for a cookie that may or may not bring world peace. Culinary diplomacy is an old concept, but it's a new field of research. To me, food is used as a tool to create cross-cultural understanding with the goal of improving interactions and cooperation. So there are three branches of culinary diplomacy. There's the track 1 level, State Department, government officials. There's a track 2, which is a government to a foreign public, and the track 3 level, which is citizen to citizen. At the track 1 level, you can think of an example from 2009. The first state dinner that Barack Obama hosted was for the Prime Minister of India, and his chef, Chris Comerford, as well as the guest chef, Marcus Samuelsson, served a garam masala spiced pumpkin pie. So it brings together the best of American Thanksgiving tradition, pumpkin pie, and a really nice Indian spicing. At the track 2 level, you can think of the concept of state branding and using the powerful brand of a state or a nation as outreach to a foreign public. So we think of, for example, Vermont cheddar or Idaho potatoes, and how together those could make a pretty good Thanksgiving dish. Finally, the third level is the citizen to citizen level. We're all going to be having a lot of meals and with family, friends, colleagues over the next couple of months. And it's just kind of using food as the communal space to get together. The dining table is a place for building community, building democracy, building conversation, and hopefully doing it around a really good meal. So now you know what culinary diplomacy is. I wanted to share a recipe with you to make you all culinary diplomats at your own holiday parties and Thanksgiving dinners. So today I picked a recipe from the baker Dory Greenspan, appropriately titled World Peace Cookies. So to make World Peace cookies, we need to get together our ingredients. We're going to start with flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, sugar, brown and white, salt, vanilla, butter, and of course, chocolate chips. As culinary diplomats, we want to be mindful of the ingredients we buy the best quality, organic, local, fair trade if we can find it, because we want to, be very conscious of what we're putting in our bodies, as well as how our eating impacts the world. Food and eating are, of course, political actions. So let's start with. Don't forget, when you're baking, you always want to scrape the bowl. Starting to smell like world peace in here, so we'll pull these out carefully. So there you have it, world peace cookies. For the recipe, check out the link below, and I hope you all have a happy and peaceful holiday season.